When they find out later, when they decide to go to a global market, they should always consider that city as their main city for the fashion shows and presentations. Not to do one season in London, then in New York, then in Paris. So they should understand which is their, let's say, fashion capital, and every season being present, like all the big brands are doing. Like Armani is always showing in Milan. They are not doing once in Paris and then in Milan and then in New York.
Gotcha.
Each of these cities, they have their targets. So when you are permanently participating, obviously you are creating your network. You are both for buyers and press. They see that the brand is stable, permanently comes. So they see that the designer or the team of the brand understands the direction, which starts to open the market of sales. This is when we are talking about the from the publicity point of view, because anyway, fashion shows and presentations are more for the brand image, media coverage, connection with stylists, journalists, magazines. While sales campaigns go through showrooms, and obviously the brand can be presented in different showrooms in different countries, but it's important to have its base as a brand
Okay.
in a global way, in a global market. When we are talking about the showrooms, obviously there are also trade shows and expos, and those are different strategies of working. Yes, and those are different directions and different investment as well, and depends on the brand itself. We generally do the runway stations in Milan, but for the sales campaigns, Paris. We prefer Paris for the sales campaign because it's the last fashion week, the big one, because it starts New York, London, Milan, then Paris. And
Okay.
for the emerging designers, it's much better the Paris for the sales campaign, being the last destination when the buyers arrive. Because generally, obviously, all the buyers, all the boutiques, they have already their brands, and they are going from, I mean, this during these fashion weeks to put the orders. And in Paris is the last, let's say, finishing the orders, so they see the possibility when they have left budget to invest in a new brand, in a new collaboration. And when talking about fairs or showrooms, I thought that there are the different ways. Fairs are more for, uh, let's say, standard productions, ready to wear, and I think medium, not very luxury brands. And it needs a big investment because the brand needs to do not one fair, but at least two, three fairs, and invest like 40, 50,000 euros seasonally only for showrooms. Instead, with the showrooms, it's especially nowadays, it's getting more and more better and better because you have the agent. So when you are entering a showroom, obviously it is important to understand if the showroom is meeting the brand's concept, pricing, like the business strategy of the brand, and they, as an agent, they already start targeting their clients, their buyers in advance, sending them the line sheet and lookbooks to fix appointment during the sales campaign. When a new brand is doing a fair, participating in a fair, obviously there are a lot of people coming to the fair, but still these buyers, when they come to the fair, they already go to the appointment. So basically they go to the exact brand they know already, and many people might see you, but they don't have time and they didn't fix you. So it's very hard to make an order during the fair if you don't have a showroom behind who already manage the appointments. That's why fairs generally it's better for the brands who have already their network So they generally need a location where they put and or invite their existing buyers. And if they get one or two buyers more, it's better as well.
Yeah.
And as our strategy, as I've told, we do fashion shows in Milan and sales campaign in Paris, because with for logistics it's very easier, because while Milan, before Paris starts, we are already having the shows and the presentations. So the brands already have publicity. They got materials. For example, we generally have like publications on Marie Claire, Harper's Bazaar, Elle, Woman. So when then after a week, when they go for the sales campaign, for the buyers, it's important to show that these brands are published in this kind of articles. They had the show in Milan, which gives more credibility, because obviously when buyers do an order for the new one, they check hundreds of designer but take one, and they check also how the brand image of the brand.